So Brazil and Switzerland come into match number 2, both, of course, winning their opening game. But who's going to be the top seed heading into the knockout stages? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks. Bumps game on the course. Another 5-minute preview, aka prediction for the Swiss up against Brazil over in Group G. And we'll get to that in just a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button. About it. All things Brazil related, Switzerland related, World Cup related. We're going to all hear, boys, under one rooski. Of course, it doesn't stop here, guys. There is another game right around the corner. But who is actually going to be in the driving seat heading into that final game? We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. But enough about that. Let's get into it. Of course, take a look at the game. Of course, coming at you on the 20th of November at the Stadium 974. That's the old recyclable, whatever the old containers, shipping containers. Brazil against Switzerland. Coming at you right here, right now. Tite is the gaffer, of course. Co-NBL winners, Brazil, unbeaten. They made it through to the qualifying stage. November 11th of November 2021 was the date. About a year today, actually. 22 times in the past. They're the only nation that have qualified for every single official World Cup. 2018 was the last. They've been, of course, won it in 58, 62, 17, 94, and 2002. Of course, Tite the gaffer. VIP is Neymar. But it could be Ricarlson right now after those bangers. 91 on to qualify, 92 to win the trophy at the end of it. Of course, so far so good. 2-0 win over Serbia. Prior to that, a big 5-1 win over Tunisia and a big 3-0 win over Ghana. Also wins over Korea, Japan and Bolivia in the build-up to these days. Of course, currently find themselves top of the pops with a win. Of course, but breathing down their necks is the Swiss. After the Swiss game, they'll take on, of course, Cameroon, who could already be eliminated. And, of course, Brazil could already have qualified for those last 16 spots. But, of course, remind ourselves then, shall we, of course, the players, the key men, the key personnel for Brazil. So let's get into it and have a little look at it. Of course, goalkeepers, spoiled for choice, Alisson, Edison and Waverton there. Of course, into defence, we've got Mick Marquinhos, Dani Alves, Thiago Silva. Into midfield, Bruno Guadamada has yet to get a game. Gabriel Martinelli came off on the bench, Rafinha as well. And up top, we got likes of Neymar, Gabriel Jesus, Ricarlson with a double banger. Of course, starting off a win and some goals for the lad. My lineup here: Alisson, Alexandro, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, Danilo, Casemiro, Lucas Paqueta, Vini Jr., Neymar, Rafinha, Ricarlson. Why change a winning system? However, there is concern about the Neymar. He may not play this game, and if that's the case, what would we do? We'd kind of reshuffle that a little bit. We're probably putting Bruno Guadamada in the mix there to maybe add a bit more punch in midfield, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Of course, let's take a look at the Swiss then, shall we? Coming at you as Group C winners over in the UEFA qualifying phase. 15th of November 2021, of course, 12 wins, or 12 tournaments in the past. 2018 was the last streak of 5 in a row. Of course, 1934, 1938, 1954, they were in the quarterfinals. Murat Yakin, your manager. Granit Xhaka, your VIP. 11 of 10 on to qualify. To 101 to go the distance to win the piston thing at the end of it. Of course, they so far so good for them. A big 1-0 win over Cameroon, important 1-0 win over Cameroon. Prior to the World Cup, they did lose to Ghana 2-0, with, of course, a good, strong end to the Nations League, win 3 on the bounce. Of course, they can't find themselves in second spot. A win or a draw would actually put them very, very close to the knockout stages, but they've got to get something here if they want to go in as winners. That's right. But we'll see about all that as we get into it. Of course, take a look. We'll remind ourselves, of the Swiss players made up of cheese. That's right. Here they come. Of course, Jan Sommer, undoubtedly number 1. Defensive includes Akanji, Fabian Schur, Nico Elvedi, of course, Rodriguez on the left-hand side, Granit Xhaka, Shaqiri, Dennis Sakira, some familiar names there, of course, from Premier League football. And up top, we've got the likes of Brilin Bolo, Hadasavidovic, and Noah Akafor, of course, who could be the future face of the place. It is very, very familiar names there. So let's see how, of course, I've given the lineup. Well, the lineup is Sommer, Rodriguez, Akanji, Elvedi, Windmere, Xhaka, Frula, Faga, So, Shaqiri, and Mbolo. What about that? Do you agree or disagree? But anyway, these two sides have played each other 4 times since 1951 with a piece and a couple of draws. Brazil, though, unbeaten, of course, in the last 8 games. Actually, the last 16 games, they've got a winning streak of 8 in a row. But the Swiss coming is just 1 defeat past 5, 67% form for them heading into this. Of course, the recent record, though, looks like this. A 1-1 draw back in the World Cup Group E stage. That was back in June 2018. A repeat could be on the cards. However, actually, the Swiss are unbeaten against Brazil, stretching all the way back to 2006, a win and a draw. In fact, they've only lost once of the last 4, and that's all the way back to 1950. Meanwhile, what about the vote? I did put a vote out there, and of course, it looks like this. Brazil, 89% favoured to win this one, 7% gone with Switzerland, and we got 4% with the draw. But what about the odds to go the distance on this one? We got 29 on for Brazil, 7-2 is draw, 61 is your long shots. That is the Swiss. Of course, what about the odds to win the group and all that kind of business? Well, when we look at the group itself, Brazil are 50-1 on to qualify, 7-1 on to win the group. The Swiss 15-8 on to qualify, 5-1 to win the group. But of course, it all boils down to who's actually going to be a favourite to win the trophy. We know Brazil 12-5 favourites, of course. Switzerland are 90-1 right now to go the distance. And for me, I do see this going one way and one way only. And that's a 3-0 win for Brazil. Comfortably done, 3 points in the can. And of course, looking to maybe go through to the last game with a chance to rest some players. That's my take. Smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, smash the little bell. We got non-stop coverage all the way through to the final. Hopefully, you'll be there with me along the way to enjoy the ride. Until then, guys, we'll see you soon for the next.